How many syllables are in the word hour? Does the word hour have one or two syllables?
From what I understand, hour, fire, higher, layer, rhythm, etc., are all examples of words which are not easily classifiable. But, according to this linguist, hour and fire are generally considered to be monosyllabic words containing a triphthong. Wikipedia further confirms this in a couple of its articles. Triphthong, WP. English and British received pronunciation. Monosyllabic triphthongs with R optionally distinguished from sequences with disyllabic realizations A, as in hour, compare with disyllabic flower, A. British, received pronunciation. RP also possesses the triphthongs /I/ as in ire, /A/ as in hour, // as in lower, /A/ as in layer and /I/ as in loyal. There are different possible realizations of these items. In slow, careful speech they may be pronounced as a two-syllable triphthong with three distinct vowel qualities in succession, or as a monosyllabic triphthong. In more casual speech the middle vowel may be considerably reduced, by a process known as smoothing, and in an extreme form of this process the triphthong may even be reduced to a single vowel, though this is rare, and almost never found in the case of /I/47. In such a case the difference between /A//I/ and // may be neutralized with all three units realized as, or, a diaresis. All that said, I suspect that the most accurate answer ultimately depends on how you pronounce it yourself. Nice question, smile.
Not that everything I learned in school was true, but I remember being taught that most dictionaries, at least print dictionaries, broke words into syllables, and this was one of those things that dictionaries were useful for. So, one could always count the number of s, and add 1, and get the number of syllables in a word. One dictionary's own definition of syllable mentions there are 3 in inferno, and 2 in water, as could be expected. The entries for those words show them being broken up that way. By the same token, the word has 1. However, this method for counting syllables creates a few anomalies, whereby some 1 and 2 syllable words are pronounced very much alike. In other words, hearing the 2 words would lead someone to think they have the same number of syllables, but the dictionary would indicate otherwise. The oddest of all might be higher and higher, which I would pronounce as true heterographs, but the dictionary would break into 1 and 2 syllables, respectively. I found it interesting that the word syllabification was defined as the division of words into syllables, either in speech or in writing. That either in speech or in writing part made me wonder if one could accurately say that the word hour has 1 syllable in writing, and 2 in speech, that is, if hour was pronounced as rhyming with tower or power, and not as a heterograph with r, as some drawlers might be inclined to do. In the end, I suppose it all depends on how you define syllables, and how you decide to come up with an official and swear in CSS where the exact number of syllables is not immediately evident or apparent. People who are born to power lack the time to spare an hour smelling rose or other flower, be it sweet or be it sour. Since those lines of trochaic tetrameter all rhyme with each other on the last foot, our needs must contain 2 syllables. The stanza is 8/8/8/8 by syllables, with rhyme scheme AAA. Here is a different illustration of the same thing. Tapered candles need no power, flicker though they may. They will burn for just an hour, turning night to day. That one has an 8/5/8/5 syllable pattern and an abab rhyme scheme. Unless power and hour rhyme, and are each 2 syllables, that doesn't work.
IPA isn't that difficult to decipher, is it? Our/or/, 1 syllable, our/r, AR/, 1 or 2 syllables, 1 being preferred.
I would pronounce this with 2 syllables. Ow, Ymph.